Hi again! In this lesson I'm going to teach you to insert walls in Revit. My objective is to explain each step slowly to make sure everything stays clear in your mind. Now, before we start, I want to inform that since the version 2024, Revit includes a dark mode, something that lots of users were expecting for a long time. So, how can I change the colors? Let's go to File, click on Options, and in this window, go to the Color section. Here we can see the user interface active theme. Currently it displays the dark mode. However, if you are more comfortable with the light mode, you can use it as well by switching the option here. Now let's go back. Alternatively, you can keep the dark mode, but set a light color scheme for your canvas. With this, you will keep the light background in the drawing area and everything else is dark. So I'm going to conduct this lecture with this scheme and you can understand if you like it. So let's start drawing a wall. The command is located at the Architecture tab. Click on it. Now on the Properties panel at the left, you can see this image of the wall section with the different materials that compound the wall. If I click there, I can choose a different wall type from the ones loaded by default. Let's keep the same, because first I want to explain the process of drawing a wall. Click for the start point. Then you have to click again for the end point. I'm going to move the cursor a bit down, and as soon as I am near the horizontal axis, this track line shows up with the label saying horizontal. Click to place the wall, and then you notice that I can place another one right away. This time let's make it vertical, and like before, the line snaps to the vertical direction. Next, I'm going to draw a third wall, also horizontal, but this time I will find this intersection between track lines, so both horizontal walls will be equal. Finally, I need to draw another vertical wall to make a close boundary, and look that if I click on this endpoint, Revit will make the wall join automatically. Okay, now as I have finished, I press Escape to stop drawing a wall from the last point, and if you want to exit the command, press Escape again. Okay, I am going to select the 4 walls. Let's open a selection area to cover them all and press Delete to erase the walls. Then I'm going to show you about placing a wall with a specific length. Place the start point and draw a horizontal wall, and above you can see this length appearing here. If you are used to AutoCAD, here in Revit is a bit different, because if you click right now, the length will be exactly 1700 mm. Now place a vertical wall. Then, instead of clicking, I'm going to type a specific length, 2000, and press Enter. Press Escape, select the wall, and you can see the measurement showing up in this temporary dimension. Now pay attention to this. These distances are based on the wall's original design. When you click on the vertical wall, the distance of 2000 mm measures between these 2 points. And finally, this wall join is created automatically. Now let's look at the Draw panel tools. Here we can choose the shape for creating the wall. As you noticed, it defaults to draw the wall as a line, which is also the most common shape. But there are other options depending on what you need to model. As a comparison to AutoCAD, these tools work quite similar to the drawing commands there. So, if I switch to rectangle, I can insert 4 walls in that shape in just one step. Then, in case I prefer to edit the lengths, I need to do it after placing the rectangle. For example, click on this vertical wall to change the distance towards the wall below. And notice that even in a rectangle, each wall is still an independent object. Then there are also options for polygons, circles, arcs, and ellipses. Now let's learn about location lines, but first let's add some colors here. Click on the Visual Styles button. Now we are using wireframe, so select, for example, consistent colors. Now we can notice better the different parts of the wall structure. Okay, up till here we were using the default option for the wall location line, the wall center line. As you can see, the track line was exactly in the middle of the wall. Now, if you look at the options bar, this menu that shows up every time we insert any element in our project, we can see that one of the options is the location line. It's currently set as wall center line, and you can click there to change to a different position. Now let's choose, for example, the finished face exterior. If I draw a wall here, this time the location line is at the exterior side where the brick layer is. Instead, if I pick up interior, now it's located at the side facing the interior of the building. Also, there is an option called core face, both exterior and interior, where it only considers the wall structure. See you in the next video.